fantastic. And when I tell you about them, you'll see other stuff. We got the one and only Queen. We have the comedian Chad Roby, and we have the people that are on the film, which is Carlos Torres, Christy Tate, and Marsha Yates. So we're looking to bring you a great show, and we're bringing on the one and only Veronica Dillard. So it's a lot. It's a lot. We doing a lot, but the comedy is in it. We're excited about it, and there are more episodes. So episode 1 is Meet the Old Schools to Death Do Us Part with a baby and a dog. Episode 2 is I Am Not the Father. Now I know you guys are wondering how that's gonna come to be, but you gotta come and see the show and get the ending to find out what's gonna happen next. So, but the party is coming up April the 12th. It's a fundraiser party. It's the elegant, chic, sexy masquerade. I know it's long pajama jam, and it's a burlesque type thing for some. I mean, but you can come in onesies. It's a party. It's a party. We have the one and only comedian Big Mike, comedian Chad Roby. We have Crystal Lejeune. We have some more people that's
It's
performing.
funny you just said Chad Roby, because guess who Chad Roby is? He's one of my students at the
Look,
school.
and he told me he was in school. See, and he in my play.
Oh wow, that is
He's in my
funny.
play. So, yep, Chad told me he was in school. Ain't that something? So,
Yes, he one of
he
my nice
look
students.
at
So
that. He told me he was in school, and I'm proud to take Chad. He doing this thing on the comedian set. Um, yeah, this party is gonna be off the chain, and it's at 1821 West Hubbard Street. You definitely can go to eventbrite.com and purchase your tickets there. Get in on the early bird special and the couples rate and things like that. Just type in elegant chic, type in masquerade, you'll find it on eventbrite.com. Also, Meet the Old Schools is on there as well, but call 773-655-3575 to get in on the senior discounts, children under 12, and the group rates, and get the discounted rates as well. Get your tickets in your hand, or just go to eventbrite.com and type in early bird special. That was a mouthful.
yes, that was Carla. I'm gonna let you breathe for a second, a hot second, until I roll into these questions. I have for
Mm-hmm.
you. So I know we were discussing this off air, but I want the people who are listening also to hear this. So, what is your overall goal for the Dream Real Theater Company?
My overall goal for the Dream Real Theater Company is, one, is to have artists that we live out our dreams and you know, don't just dream the dream, live out your visions. So living out your vision and exploring other opportunities, but expanding in your craft. And not just being stuck in one sector of your craft, but going beyond that. Learning how to do dialects, learning how to speak and enunciate your words correctly, working with our children, and giving back to underserved communities with the arts. Being able to do free shows when people can't afford to go to those shows. Being able to bring entertainment in a way that has never been bought before here in the Chicagoland area, and move it abroad with our great cast of people that's on board, and those that are coming, and even those who volunteer, to continue to do things that are great instead of always focusing on self. Be able to help others, offer mentoring programs, be able to give back to the homeless, do things that can change the area of what people think about our communities as a whole, especially our high poverty areas here in the Chicagoland area. We have to understand that what you see on the news is not what's happening in every area. It's mostly in our high poverty areas where crime is so prevalent, where there's no, as they say, you have no inspiration, you have no goals, the family struck together, well put together, something happening, the kids are not getting the proper things that they need. What I found yesterday as we were leaving from rehearsing, out the window, shut the F up. Now, my goal to that is, no, you cannot do that because the library wasn't home. At the end of the day, what we find is that a lot of the disrespect happens because our kids don't know anything. They have not been taught the right things, and it starts at home. We have to let our kids grow
Definitely.
as children, then become adults. Don't grow them up too fast. Let them live as kids. So I want to give back by working with our kids and inspiring, and even working with our young adults to give them a platform to release those stresses. And they can do it through stage, film, the arts, building sets, creating films, going out here interviewing people, talking in levels that are great. So I believe it can happen in that way.
Definitely, definitely. So, with that being said, let me ask this because we're I think this is still Women's Month, right?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. So us as women, we definitely have to stick together.
yes, we do.
Yes, but with
Yes.
that being said, are your overall goals being a woman and being in this industry?
Well, my overall goal has been this way since I was a kid. This is always something that I wanted to do. My overall goal is putting this platform out there, getting more people involved, getting unionized, and being able to work with people beyond the level that I'm at. So the goal is to say, we got this business here, be able to hire others, give jobs to those who can't get a job, and say we're going to go out into the communities and bring the arts, but we're not only that, we're going to mentor and save some lives. We may not can't save everybody, but we're going to save enough through the arts.
Wow. Okay. Great. This is my thing. I mean, as a mother, a parent, um, of young people, and actually working in the school system, because right now I'm working with in the CPS, or it's a charter school system
Mm-hmm.
right now, which is still a part of CPS.
Right.
Um, what I do know is that these children, they don't have as many outlets as we had back in the
Right. They
day.
don't.
We were able to have art, we were able to have gym, we were able
Mm-hmm.
to have all those extracurricular
And our
activities growing up.
libraries and stuff.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids today, all they have is their phones.
Yep.
They don't have too much of anything else. With that being said, I love the fact that you're saying you're giving them that art piece. You're giving them that outlet that they need to express themselves, because a lot of our children are hurting. Because that's one of the things you said. They don't have that direction from their parents. Their
They
parents
don't.
are not. Their parents not teaching them, not bringing them up, and spending that time with them to make them productive citizens of the world.
Correct. They're not. And the whole thing was also to being a part of Chicago Public Schools was getting a chance to go into one of the schools and listen to one of the principals tell me he wants the arts back in his school and the way he wants it. But in order to do that, you have to have that degree to say you're a teacher of it. In that, my degrees are in business and communications. So but at the same
But there
time,
are some
my
ways,
right,
yeah.
there
They're doing
definitely
the
are.
after school programs, because
Exactly.
I'm actually teaching robotics right
No,
now. That's
exactly. That's true. And so I was like, he wants the full thing in his school, but there are other ways to do it. And so what I find is a lot of things have been taken out of the schools, and what they're
hmm
doing is they're bringing more digital and more virtual stuff to the classroom, where they're saying, but what about the kids who don't have a cell phone or a computer at home or internet access? They cannot do this, so you're moving into the new way. Kids that can't afford that, then you're saying, well, we're going to find a way to give them a week to get this stuff in. To me, you're still taking away the substance of what is
Yes.
missing. Just because you feel like books is extinct and this should be extinct, a lot of things should still remain the same on the fact that there's still poverty.
Let me just say this. Is it that they're extinct, or is it we want to be cheaper and go to cheaper
Well,
routes? So
that's
now
the
we're going to
exact
say
truth.
everything is digital, so that now we don't have to buy books. Now we don't have to put that money towards that. And we can still divert these funds to other schools where we're taking them out of the neighborhoods that really need them most.
Exactly, and that's true because it's a cheaper cost to do virtual than it is to have books.
I guess my thing is us as parents and us in the underprivileged communities
Hmm.
have to stand up and say something, because if they're going to take away the books, I need all these kids to have an iPad.
Oh
I
yeah,
need them to have,
exactly.
I need each and every one of them to have an iPad. And then I need them to be able to access all those books on that iPad. So you need to let them have that for the school year, since you don't want them to have
Well, they
books.
do actually have some Apple schools, and I think a lot of they have some schools that are Apple. I
Now,
mean, they have some
where
Apple
are those
schools,
schools at?
but guess what? They're not in our neighborhoods.
Thank
They're
you.
not in our neighborhoods. So if they're not in our neighborhood, our kids are not going to get them. And see, that's the thing. When you lower the standards based on neighborhoods, our kids don't get the learning that they need to excel. If you
Yes.
push a kid through, why I did not like the
No child
No
left
Child
behind.
Left Behind rule. That act caused a lot of kids who were failing and learning and couldn't read and write properly. They became adults learning how to read and write a little bit, but they still are uneducated because they did not learn
Yes.
anything in the high school and elementary school process. The goal is, if we really want to reach our youth, teens, and young adults, especially our youth and our teens, is to give them platforms to be able to speak, because a
Yes.
lot of our kids feel like they cannot speak, and they want to be able to have platforms to speak. When I had taught in an after school program and was teaching the beginners of tap dance and was teaching art theater, and
Mm.
I gave them a platform. We had one boy in the class, we had this girl, one girl said, I can sing, but I'm shy to sing. So I told her to close her eyes and imagine that she was in a bigger space. I had another girl tell her, I said, you on this stage, it's yours. Put them people there. Pretend we're not here. Close your eyes, sing. So she got to
Mm.
singing, and it was the most beautiful thing I ever heard. And when she realized, I would love to see if that girl graduated right now and is doing what she loved doing.
Wow.
So there are kids that come out on the positive, then you have so many that don't. But it takes us as the generation now to say we're going to give back and reach out to our youth teens and our young adults, because they need us the most. Because
Yeah.
our young adults are messed up. A lot of them don't think. They don't think. They go and do something before they think about it, and that's what caused a lot of the issues in our areas.
And they don't realize the consequences before they actually do it. Like you
Exactly.
said, they don't think about it. And I've seen that a lot. I've seen that a lot as well. And then we also, being the older generation, we have to prepare them for the next generations to come after that.
Hmm.
Because if they screwed up, guess what they screwing up? They screwing up the generations right underneath them that's looking
Hmm.
up to them. So yeah, we have to keep it going. Keep it going and
Yeah,
keep it
because
flowing.
each generation get worse and worse and worse. But how do we defeat that? We give back. We give back. The Word of God tells us it's better to give than receive. And understand what that means is we're giving back what someone didn't give to us. It's time to stop being against each other and be together. A lot of our quote unquote communities, and especially in our communities of color, because we have our Latinos and our African Americans of color, we tend to be against each other. But in the African American, since they want, we are black, and our whole Ramsay is like we have so many nationalities in us, period. But the
Yes.
bottom line is, in order for us to give back, we got to learn how to accept self and stop thinking
True.
it's about me. It's not always about you. It's about you looking in the mirror and understanding your deceptions and what you went did wrong in order for you to get it right and to give back and pour into others. Because there's someone that needs you and pour.
Definitely. Definitely. Thank you, Karla.
Thank you.
Man, we getting in here deep because I truly believe there are so many issues that's out there that we really need to attack. And part of yeah, I'm celebrating that International Women's Month. A part of that is us women taking our rightful places. Like we've been always on their rightful places.
Exactly.
But what have us women been doing? Because I don't believe we've been taking our rightful
And we
places at
haven't.
all.
We haven't.
So we're gonna get into that a little bit later, but I'm gonna get back into this music right now. So because I love my music. I love my music. So with that being said, I got that next wifey coming on. As soon as I can get to my music. Till I get to my
All right,
music.
y'all. I'm gonna take this off.
Hey. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I said, download the Support District Radio Network app so that
Let
you
me tell
can
you this, because I gotta
so
get to
that
this
you can
station soon. It shouldn't take me that long
definitely
to get over there.
listen to the entire show. I have the old school plan or the throwbacks plan. And you remember, my throwbacks are 2018 all the way back. Yeah, whatever I say is a throwback because that's just all music. But I do love that. I appreciate you all tuning in. Go ahead and download that Support District Radio app now so that you can listen to the radio, the rest of the show. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Well, Carla, before I flip off this too, let them know where they can contact you and get your tickets and everything else, hon.
You can contact me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can go to dreamrealtheatercompany.org. That's theater, Theatre, not ER.org. You can call 773-655-3575. Get your tickets for Meet the Old Schools online by putting in early bird special or just call the number. And for the event as well, Elegant Chic Masquerade Pajama Jam, you can do the same thing. Go to Eventbrite, get the early bird ticket. If nobody knows, there's gonna be plenty of food, an open bar. You're gonna be entertained. There's gonna be someone. They're not gonna be selling, but you're gonna get other drinks as well. So we're gonna have somebody that's sponsored there as well. So definitely get out, come out and support.
All right. Appreciate it, huh? All right, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.
I sent it to you.
Cool, huh? Thank you guys for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. Once again, this is My Radio Chicago. And you tuned in now to back with Kara Mel. So make sure you download the support disc.